What kind of action? Like
What do you think?
Bollywood movie wala action?
Dishum.
We're going to give you 3 rules to live by. Number 1.
Love needs action.
Rule number 2. Trust needs proof. And number 3 is...
Sorry needs change.
Please.
So it's apologies, right? And we genuinely feel that these 3 rules, they apply to all relationships and all friendships across the board. Rule number 1, love needs action.
What kind of action?
What do you think?
Bollywood movie wala action?
Dishum? Let's deep dive. What does that mean? Love needs action.
You need to show your love. You can't just love someone and just say you love them.
I
and
love you.
That's not enough.
And not back it up with something.
If someone keeps telling me they love me but never show up for me,
Then it's just empty words.
yes.
Then they are just words. Oh, then I love that one actually. Love needs action.
And my personal favorite is, and I live by this. This is the thing for me, that actions speak louder than words.
100%.
Achha, that was said to me when I was being naughty, or I would break something, or I would like not do a good at a test or something like that. But I didn't understand what it meant till much later in life, that what actually it means. What it means is that people may say all the things that you want to hear that make you feel good,
It's just lip service.
but they don't have the actions to support it.
Right.
So I changed how I trusted people. I trust their actions. And jahan tak words ki baat hai, come on, we're both in the business of words. I feel sometimes in emotional situations, in awkward situations, in weird situations, people just get carried away. They say stuff.
Right.
They don't always mean that stuff. So look at the actions
Right.
rather than the words.
That's horrible, the realization of that. And sort of all the reading that I'm doing. So there's a phenomenal book, which is The 4 Agreements.
Oh,
I love that book, right? So the first agreement, or I think it's the second agreement, be impeccable with your word. But I have slowly realized that as society, or many people are not impeccable with their word.
No.
Now I'm going to be honest with you, that being impeccable with my word, giving my word to someone, it was very much instilled in me through my grandfather, right? It's all about your word. That's all you have. It's your honor, and you protect it with that, right? That generation in itself were an incredible generation when it comes to ethics and morals and so forth. So I think that's where that comes in for me. And I still hold that at such high regard. But I have realized, and something that I'm having to process myself, is just because I have these morals, these ethics, this is my compass, it does not mean that other people
Have the same compass.
have the same compass. If we flip it on the other side, the saying that what a liar thinks that everybody's a liar, right? Or a cheater thinks everybody cheats, right? If we flip that on the other side and I bring that over to myself, then just because I try and be impeccable with my word, or I hold words to have considerable value to them, it doesn't mean that the other person will. And
Right.
that's where the whole lip service comes into play, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's now being encouraged not to get fixated or focus on the words. Look at their actions,
Right.
and gauge it from there. Because yes, love needs action. Right?
That's-
If you're telling somebody that you love them, but you're not showing it in your actions, then
Or in many cases, your actions are the opposite of,
yes,
of love.
right,
Your words say love, but your
Right.
actions say control, toxic, and
domineering,
humiliation, all those things. There's a very interesting thing in Urdu that they say all the time. And that's why I love Urdu, because there's like so much wisdom that goes around in cliches and words and sher o shairi.
Right.
So this is a cliche as well. Qaul or fail mein tazad hona.
you're gonna have to translate.
So qaul is the word, fail is the action, and tazad is the contradiction. So qaul or fail mein tazad hona. That means there's a contradiction between your words and your actions.
Right.
So, and it came down to becoming something very funny from one of the famous TV hosts. And he would just say, isn't this just an open contradiction? So he would call them out by saying this. instead of saying the whole cliche कि call आपके call और fail में तजाद है, he would just say खुला तजाद नहीं है. Isn't this an open contradiction?
Right.
And I think
It's an open contradiction. If you're saying something and the intention's not there, the action is not there, then it's just empty words,
yep.
meaningless. And I think that then trickles down to something even bigger, which is trust, right? If you're being told something and repeatedly the action is not following it up, the action is not backing the words, then immediately the trust starts to disintegrate, right?
I think ये सारा का सारा boyzone का fault है.
Oh, you do?
Because they came out with this song, it's only words. Words are all I have to take your heart away.
Oh, there you go. Let's blame it onto Boyzone. Right.
It's their fault. But
Yeah.
and in those years when you are still learning about yourself and what is love and other people, that's when I heard that song in my 20s, and I would be like, words are really important. But the song should have been, it's only actions and actions that all I have to take your heart away.
Right.
Let's move on towards rule number 2. Trust needs proof.
How?
That means
How?
you have to prove that
You
you're
have to be trustworthy. Correct. Right.
by showing up, by doing what you committed, by having no tazad between your call and your fail.
Right.
Wow, it's both, they're both linked together, right?
They are a little bit linked together, but trust needs proof.
I've met someone really interesting, and
I'm still processing that one.
I was having maybe this is gonna get into this process. I met someone and they said, how they trust people. They were telling me about it. Okay. And how they trusted people was when they met someone, they would trust them immediately. And with time, if my words and my actions wouldn't align or I wouldn't show up, the trust would slowly be taken away.
Right.
But I was like, no.
Should it be the reverse of that?
Yeah, in my case, it works that even with friendship, you meet someone and you talk to them, you open up just a little bit, you like the vibe, you connect.
You slowly build up.
And after that first meeting, they haven't gone and told your secrets to everybody out there.
Right.
And you're like, I can trust this person.
This person's
And next
trustworthy.
time you open up a little bit more, and then you can trust this person even more. And gradually it builds that. Okay, this person always is there for me. They'll pick up the call. They will talk to me. They'll hear me out. They'll say something good. So I think it's...
So I think with this one, the way I'm interpreting it is more of the stance of a situation if that person has your back. So I think the only way that real trust can be built with the occurrences of situations. Are they there in a supporting manner? Will they, that's trust.
Right.
So you can rely on someone in your difficult moment, in your time of need, right? So again, when it says proof, to me, that means that that person has shown up. That person is present with you. That person is there to get you through that difficult moment.
Right.
That's what trust means. Maybe that's just me.
No, absolutely.
Right? And then, of course, trust needs proof. He said that that person is not telling your vulnerabilities to other people. They're not gossiping about you.
Right.
That's a slow build-up, right? That's their everyday building blocks, right? But I think real trust is when big situation happens and that person is there. They've got your back. They can be your support. And I think that type of trust takes time.
Oh,
But then that's also proof there, isn't it?
I think trust takes time. And there are situations where you feel that you can just trust this person because they have been in your life forever.
Right. Oh, no, not necessarily. They might be in your life forever and ever, but it doesn't mean that they're fully trustworthy.
Right.
I think you sort of discover the levels of trust
Right.
with each and every person.
So what I'm trying to say is that while building trust takes time, I think losing trust, at least for me, takes time as well. Because I'm going to give them another chance. Then I'm going to give them another chance. And then another chance. And then finally, I'll be like, I can't trust this person.
Right.
then I'd be like, oh, but I'm sure there are people out there that once you break their trust, that's it.
And that's how it should be. Because I think the realization, right, so let's take a romantic relationship, right? The realization there is throughout my adolescence, the notion has been true love, etc. And for the very many years, the notion was that yes, love is enough. No, it really isn't. For me, at this point, trust is number one. Respect is number two. And the byproduct of those two elements is love, right? There is no way on hell you can have love without trust and respect.
Absolutely.
Right? That's what it boils down to me at this point. To be honest with you, there are so many relationships out there as well that don't have love, but they have respect for each other and they wholeheartedly trust each other. And those relationships, I wouldn't say they're flourishing, but they are in existence and they're happy, right? Because the bigger elements in a relationship is there.
Is the trust and the respect. Absolutely.
Yeah.
For me, actually, I think respect comes first, because number one is respect for me, because only if there is respect, there can be trust.
Only if there is respect can you lower your walls and be vulnerable for the trust. Oh, I think they are the main points, the strongest points. Without that, love is useless.
Yeah.
Love is useless without those.
I think it's
two
just
elements.
more like infatuation.
That's
or
all
a
it
crush
is.
Or
nothing more than that.
Something like that. Or maybe you just like watched Bridgerton recently or something like that. Number 3. So we're doing 3 rules for life. Number 1 was love needs action. Number 2 was trust needs proof. Number 3 is
sorry needs change.
Please.
So it's apologies, right?
Sorry needs change.
So if there's no change, again, we're going back to actions, right? We're going back to behavior. If you're saying sorry, but there is no change related to that apology, then what is that apology? Gaslighting? Manipulation?
I think that apology is more like brushing it underneath the carpet.
What, keeping the peace?
Are you going to be like this all the time? Sorry, yaar.
But you have no intention of change or rectifying, and
I don't think so.
so what is that then?
It's just
Manipulation.
It's just like
I'm going to say sorry because it's going to get me out of this situation right now.
And that's manipulation.
I'm just going to say sorry, and then this whole situation will sort of die down and we can get back to what we were doing. And that's it. So is that really an apology? No. There's no acknowledgement there. There's no accountability there. It comes back to that scenario. If they wanted to, they would, right? But you're saying sorry just to get out of the current moment, the present, right? The little situation that you're in right now, you're just apologizing so that will go away. But you're not actually addressing the problem, the issue, and guaranteed 200% it'll come back.
I think this actually, you're absolutely right. I think this is going to take me back to the childhood when we first learned to say sorry.
Yes.
So I was actually, while you were talking, behind in my head, I'm thinking, मैंने पहला sorry कब बोला होगा बचपन में? Like, when was the first time I said sorry? So I learned to say sorry for spilling something, for breaking something, for throwing something. And I should not have to say sorry for those things. I'm a child. I'm an infant. I'm a toddler.
Right.
Things spill. Things happen. But sorry should be a word that should only be taught to say when there is change. A toddler is clumsy. There's not gonna be no change.
Oh, I like that. I do like that.
Because उनका hand-eye coordination तो जब build होगा तभी build होगा. They're always gonna spill it.
Right.
So you're gonna teach them to say sorry for something that they cannot change. That's ये सारा मसला यहाँ से शुरू.
Possibly. Like people, it's a mechanism, right? People learn at a very young age that you say sorry, the whole situation will disappear. Right? There's no... So I think as a child, if you're learning to say sorry, there is no consequence. To get out of the consequence, oh, I'm sorry, I spilled the milk. So like, no one, there's not going to be no, oh, you did a really bad thing or what have you. If you show that, it gets you out of that situation really
Yeah.
quickly. So then there's two types of apologies. One that comes from the heart and you're ready to change, right? Or
Right.
change the scenario, the situation. And then there's the other, sorry, where you're just saying it, lip service, just saying it to get out of that current situation. So there is no repercussion.
This word sorry has actually taken me to another place in life.
Which is?
It's taken me to London. When I first moved to London and I'm in the London Underground, right? In the morning rush hour, you hear like a gazillion sorries.
Oh, that's just the way that we are.
People are just gonna
Yes.
get up se
Yeah.
aage. They're in a rush, sorry kehte hue jayenge. And I felt that there are some people who are actually going to go past you and insert a little sorry in there. So I
Okay.
think as a society, the things that we apologize for are completely useless. And the things that we really need to apologize for,
We don't do.
we just like avoid it. The things where we really hurt people.
Or do you think that the words sorry and I love you have been overused, that they carry no weight and no meaning to them no more?
Yeah.
Right? Possibly.
That's it. That's why we call this show Intentions with Leena Shah.
And Natasha Khan.